This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Don't shake your body.
Wake your punk ass up. Crust out your eyes.
Down the backstretch for one more time. Does she have enough fuel to get around the final two corners? Into turns 3 and 4. Danica Patrick coming out of 4. And boys, move over. The lady is coming through. Danica Patrick wins at Twin Ring Motegi.
Legendary milestone moment for our citizen of Sway in the morning. She's the second fastest driver in our crew behind me. The first woman to ever win an IndyCar race. The one, the only Danica Patrick is here. What's that?
Very kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah, just giving you number 2 position, right?
That's fine.
That's
I mean,
okay.
number 2 is pretty good. I'll race you for number 1.
Would you?
Yeah, of course I would. And I know I'd win.
Hey.
So.
Damn, you're so competitive. I remember that last time you came here. I just can't win with you. Got a big race this weekend?
We're racing at Watkins Glen, New York. Yeah. So
yeah.
it's we only do 2 road course races a year. So this is the second of them. And, I come from IndyCar racing, which is where that clip came from. And we did a lot of road course racing, and before IndyCars, I did all road course racing. So it's kind of my background.
What's the difference, though?
Road courses are left and right.
Yeah.
It connects, but it's all squiggly.
Okay.
And an oval is, there's all kinds of different shapes of them. Sometimes it's, just basically 2 corners, 1 on each end, and sometimes it's maybe 3. Like last weekend, we were racing in the Poconos in Pennsylvania, and that was 3 corners, but all ovals, so only left-hand turns.
How hot does it get in the cars?
Real hot. It's I think that they've done they have obviously put a thermometer in there to see what it is, and I think it's somewhere between like 100 and 130 in there. And yeah, some races are hotter than others based on what our oil and water temperatures are too. That can really heat up the car. So, places where they're running cooler in the 2 to 240 range, that's pretty cool. But when stuff starts to get towards 300 degrees, then that starts to pump a lot of heat in the car too. So there's a lot of contributing factors, but some of it's your work. Some of it's your work in the car too.
It's your work in the car, right?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? You're the fastest driver in our crew. I'll give you that time. Yeah, go ahead, Heather. Right.
Speaking of crews, Danica, last week when Dale Earnhardt Jr. won at the Poconos, there was a lot of talk surrounding it. He came out with the broom and everything after he won, and then they were talking about how prior to the race, he had taken his crew out paintball shooting. I don't know if that's true or not. Do you guys have any rituals to keep your crew?
Apparently, paintball shooting is what our new ritual will be. But yeah, he did. I can say it now, but he showed me his hand. He shot himself with a paintball. He said he was kind of hiding behind something, and he had his hand up, and he was kind of relaxing, like holding the paintball gun back, and then all of a sudden he just shot it, and it shot right into his hand that was up against the wall that he was standing behind or sitting behind. So that was at the driver's meeting right before the race. He showed me that. So
was it a hole in his hand?
No, it was just a bruise. It was a bruise on his finger. So apparently what I'm going to do is go paintball shooting and shoot my hand.
Every time.
Yeah. I mean,
right before
I'll
a race.
shoot myself in the face if that's what it takes. I don't mind having a bruise in victory lane.
Yeah, but you got such a gorgeous face. Don't do that.
I mean, I'd lose a finger to go to victory lane.
Would you really?
Yes.
You would lose a finger to go to victory lane?
Yes.
You're dead ass serious?
Yes.
Wow.
That's a real game.
People aren't going to remember me for having 9 fingers instead of 10. They're going to remember me for winning in NASCAR and IndyCar.
There it is. She's so competitive, man. It scares me.
Now, Danica, is there shit talking that goes down between the racers, like in other sports?
Drivers.
Well, on the field, we can't hear each other, so that's a positive. So you don't get that literal in the moment, high energy, but sometimes afterwards or during, if there's an accident, oh yeah, you see people going for it.
Are you one of those people?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
I try and do a better job. I used to be a lot more angry, but as I've gotten older, I've realized that creates a lot of extra work of damage control when you fly off the deep end. So I try not to do as much of that. But
you curse someone out?
You're arguing. You just ask why they did that, and you probably use some words that are not so ladylike, and you speak your mind a little bit.
Like you wouldn't call Jeff Gordon a bitch or nothing like that, right?
No, well, in what context now? Did he do something that was like, no?
Did he cut you off if he cut you off?
The most common thing that happens on the track, it just reminds me of something like I've seen him throw his hand out the window like, what are you doing to me? And I'm thinking, what did I do to you? I don't know. So you can use hand gestures out there.
Okay.
So, sometimes if I'm like lapping a car or passing a car and they make it really easy on me, you put out your hand and wave. It's basically thank you.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's the finger.
Okay.
And then sometimes it's a what are you doing? And then sometimes it's, it could be anything.
Yeah,
so
yeah. So
hand gestures.
So you would flip off Jeff if you...
You get mad? Oh, yeah. I do flip people off.
That's hot.
That happens.
That happens.
A few times.
Okay. Can you flip me off just for, so I can say you did that?
Are there any cameras rolling?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
A lot.
We're just talking, so nobody listening can see it.
There's a camera right there.
Hey, I'll give you one finger.
Okay. Oh, I like that. Danica Patrick is here. I want to talk about these new glasses that you have, and I want to try some on. Is that okay?
I gave him a thumbs up, by the way, you guys, just so you know. I didn't flip him off.
She didn't flip me off. 888-742-3345. You want to talk with Danica Patrick? Call us. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. That was Daytona 500. Ghostface, Raekwon, Capadonna, Wu-Tang. We did that because Danica Patrick is here. Well, we all know she's a hip-hop head hanging out with the likes of Jay-Z and all.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that video. She was in the video.
Yeah.
That's right.
It was his comeback video.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, you look pretty good right now, Sway.
I got these new shades on, and they're called Revo.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that's special about these shades is, you got to get the special lenses to protect your eyes, Heather. And a lot of times you see me buying those $10 shades. On
a lot of times.
Right? Because I lose my shades all the time.
Right.
Well, not when you have a case now. Now you have a case.
I got a Revo case on my shades. And
so the lenses are polarized, which it's a pretty cool story how it came about. It was a guy from NASA, and it was the protective lenses for the satellite.
Yeah.
That's where it started.
That's the NASA
They're
technology.
like, I'm going to take that and make it into a sunglass, because if it's good enough for, no UV layer of, no protection layer of the planet, it's probably good enough for our eyes.
For our eyes. So these lenses, and you design these shades, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Danica designed these shades, and she's always in the sun. She's driving all the time, and so it's important to protect your eyes. Now, I sound like a commercial.
You do.
Okay, but I'm not. Because, I wear shades all the time.
That's absolutely true.
And I lose shades all the time. But one of the things I've noticed about, you got to get the right ones because my eyes hurt.
I feel like you need 45 shades.
Oh.
That was cheesy answer.
That's funny. I like that.
I think everybody here needs 45 shades.
People...
There might be 45 combinations, actually, that you can make, because... for mine, you can get them at Revo.com, but online you can mix and match the frames and the lenses, and there are 4 frames and 6 lenses.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so are these for me?
Those look good on you.
I think so.
They very much look good on you.
Everybody agree? All right, I'll keep them. Thank you, Danica. Hey, this was a great interview. Time to go. No,
hey, I've free stuff. Ladies, you too. You guys look great in your shades too.
Thank you. Wow, thank you so much. Actually, while the music was playing, Sway, really quickly, Danica and I were speaking about this and just smart choices for women in different industries. You see females become successful, and especially in sports. You automatically throw sneakers and perfume and purses. I just think this is a smart choice for her, and congratulations. I just hope people go out, especially in the shade world right now, and support and rock a dope pair of shades. These are really nice and a great quality out here, because so many people are doing cheap shit. And it's not
well, it makes you have less wrinkles, number one. Number two is that it makes it a lot easier. When you believe in something, it's a lot easier to do a good job, and it's easy to put on what you love, right? So
instead of just throwing your name on anything.
Exactly.
Well, I'm gonna keep them on. Janelle is on the line.
I feel like it's appropriate.
You're right. I feel real Hollywood right now. Janelle, how you doing?
I'm good. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I missed my exit. I love you guys.
You miss your exit for Danica Patrick, right?
Yes.
I give you the go-ahead to speed. Tell the cop.
You got a question?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Danica, how are you on the road? Like when you're regular driving, are you aggressive? Or are you just calm? Like how are you on the road?
I am overly aggressive. Yeah. Yeah, if I were you, I'd probably be speeding excessively down to the next exit, trying to make up time for missing my exit. And all I'm thinking about, in fact, the other day I forgot something at home, and I looked at the clock, and it took me 8 minutes to get home. And I'm pretty sure I'd been driving for at least 12, so I was making up some time getting back because I had to turn around. And all I was thinking about was that I didn't lose 8 minutes getting home. I lost 16 because I could have been 8 minutes further down the road.
Yeah.
So that's how my mind is thinking.
Yeah. You ever, like, when I'm driving fast, one of my biggest concerns is if, like, an animal runs out in the middle of the street, and how will I have the reflexes to avoid it? Or
well, that's the thing, is you don't want to.
You don't want to avoid the animal?
No, not if it's hazardous to your health.
Okay.
Hit it.
You want to protect your health?
Yes.
Okay.
Because when you swerve off the road and hit loose gravel or the grass or a ditch and you crash and your airbags have to go off because you've done something, it's a lot worse than if Bambi
Have you
has a
ever
rough
gotten
day.
a speeding ticket?
Yeah, that was my question.
Have I gotten a speeding ticket? Let me take you back to when I first got my license in, well, what year would that have been? I was 16. I was born in 82, so 98.
98. Yep.
And I got pulled over 3 times in 3 days one time.
Oh,
so
damn,
that's
yeah.
how I started out.
That's how you started out, right? A need for speed.
And now I just have other people drive for me a lot because that's the only way I can protect myself from speeding tickets, because I just am not very good at the speed limit.
That's crazy. Like, you just have this. Are you fast at everything you do?
Gosh, I try. I try.
My mind just went other places. Danica, forgive me. I am a man. Mike is in North Carolina. Good morning. How you doing, Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, how you doing, Danica?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I just want to say, I know you have such a big following in Indy and NASCAR. You're a great role model for young women who want to become drivers and maybe do something that nobody's ever done before.
Thank you.
But I can actually remember being at the Indy 500 about 10 years ago, and I watched you run. And I think you crashed, and I actually heard some people cheer. And I know that there are maybe some people who don't think you should be in a sport that was, a good old boy sport. Do you kind of block out the noise of the haters, or do you use that as extra motivation, or how does that affect you?
I actually, well, I'm glad you go to the races. Thank you. You are what makes our sport. But I guess I've learned to, I feel like almost like having a little bit of booze is like a compliment. Because I feel like there's the competitiveness in the crowd with people that are, not only do you cheer for your driver, but if somebody else is cheering for someone else, you'll boo that driver. You know what I mean? There's like a certain competitiveness up there and passion. And, I feel like I'm fortunate enough that I'm out there enough that people tend to be pushed towards I like her, I don't like her, instead of I don't really care or no. It's like kind of one or the other. So I feel like that's just because I'm out there so much, and people are kind of pushed to draw a conclusion almost. And I'm fortunate for that. So I guess that's my way of coping, is I'm like, oh, it's a compliment that, not everyone can like you. And if they do, then there's probably going to be a lot of people that really don't have an opinion on you because you're right in the middle and you don't cause controversy and you're not. You know what I mean? So I don't mind. I think if you are yourself, there are just going to be people that don't like you, because not everyone can love you if you are just who you are. Yeah. The only thing I can hope is that people just respect that I am who I am, and respect my honesty.
There it is. Danica Patrick. I want to thank you for coming back up here. You're a citizen, of course, of Sway in the Morning.
Oh, thank you.
And check out these Revo glasses, man. Go to Revo.com.
Revo.com. Yep, and they'll be at Sunglass Hut in October.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
Yeah,
So,
I'm excited.
Now, seriously, can I keep these?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
seriously.
great, good,
and
good,
ladies
good.
can keep them too.
Thank you,
all right,
Danica.
cool.
That's
Damn,
so
Tracy,
nice.
you look like you ain't never got nothing free.
Hey, these are expensive. You just saved me and my
They
budget
are.
a lot.
Okay, all right,
They're
cool.
worth it, though.
Look, any artists, because I know you're a hip hop head. Anybody,
I do.
Give me a couple artists you like, and then we'll
I
play
mean,
some.
I grew up listening to rap, hip hop. I mean, I listen to like Notorious B.I.G. I mean, remember when Mace was?
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I mean, who else? P. Diddy when he was P. Diddy, and Jay-Z. I mean, this is a good song that you're starting off.
You like this one?
I like this.
This is for
good.
you.
Yeah.
Danica Patrick, Sway in the Morning.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.